All right, welcome back to LearnWire. So what we did the other day was we did a review of LocalWise AI, and I asked if you guys are interested in me purchasing the rest of the funnel. There's just 2 upgrades to the software, if you guys were interested in that. So it looked like there was plenty of interest. We had extended review, please. Then they're eager for a comprehensive and extended review of LocalWise. And then we have another person here. We have another one. I'd love to see an extended review of LocalWise, and it just keeps going. So there was obviously enough interest from you all for me to go ahead and complete this full stack review. And so we're going to go ahead and do that. And I thought that during the upgrade process, we did have some people asking about how that works. And so we did have Ray. He said, it looks pretty cool. If you sign up for the base plan, 2,000 credits, is it possible to change to a bigger plan in the future if you need more monthly credits? So I'm in that process right now. And so I said, yes, you can upgrade anytime, but he was just wondering kind of how, like he didn't see it. So I'm going to show you what that looks like, even right here. I said, I think I saw it on the home page. And then it said, do you mean on the home page and the login? So I'm going to address that, and then we're going to go and do a review of the rest of the functionalities and the upgrades of the software. Now, this is actually pretty cool because I actually had this. I'm back here in the profile section. So if you click up here to your top right, you'll see up here what your current credits are. I'm on the starter plan that was gifted by Chris to me. If I click up here and go to profile, that's where you'll be able to manage. And it's very important that you use the email address that when you upgrade, you want to use the email address, the same email address that you used to sign up the first time. And that really kind of makes sense, right? Like if you use a different email, then it's a completely different account and so forth. So that's how you can have the seamless transition and addition when you purchase. So use the same email that you used to make your first purchase. And then you'll see over here with the current plan that I'm on the 2,000 per month. I'm on the LocalWise AI startup plan right here. You can manage the subscription and so forth. But when we come through here, you'll see that there's tools available to purchase: AI content writer and keyword tool. There's only two additional add-ons, right? It's not like 10 add-ons. I like that. There's just 2. They keep it simple. To upgrade the plan, please visit the sales page and purchase the new plan with the same email address. And that's how you're going to be able to apply everything to it. Now, honestly, I don't know if you buy the starter plan and then you move to the next one, I don't know if the system will subtract 67 minus 27 and then you'll only pay that difference. I think that's how I think that's how it works. But I don't know because I got this free account gifted. But you will be able to upgrade and add these other tools to your account and just use the same email address, okay? Now, to manage or cancel your existing subscriptions, you can go to your Warrior account page. So I already went and purchased the first upgrade, which was this one right here. This is the keyword cluster. So I already went through, this is the keyword cluster part. I'm going to show you that in a second. But when we come over here, I'm going to show you what it looks like after you make a purchase. I bought the AI writer. So this is the next page. I went and refreshed after I upgraded my account, and you can see that tools available now is only 1, right? So we only have 1 tool available now because the system recognizes my email address, recognizes that I added the add-on, and then recognizes that, and we have upgraded. So it seems like it works great and it is seamless. If we go over here to my Warrior Plus account, you'll see that I do not have that product purchased. So I'm going to go over here and refresh. And then you'll see right over here that we have AI content writer is in fact purchased for $47 in my Warrior Plus account. All you do is go up here to your name and go to your purchase history, and it will show you the products. So in theory, if you purchase all 3, you should have 3 products down here. One will say AI content writer, one will say keyword tool, and one will say the LocalWise, the regular tool. So you should have 3 purchases if you purchase all of them. So we are now on to purchasing the upgrade for the unlimited keywords. So the keyword tool right here. And so I'm going to go ahead and purchase that 27 one time, and then we'll be back and we'll take a look at all these upgrades. Okay, so I just went and refreshed after purchasing that second upgrade, and you can see that we don't have any more upgrades to purchase. We've purchased all of them right over here. And then there was a button over here. I can even show you over here. So if you haven't purchased the upgrades, you're going to see this add-on features button right over here, right? And you can purchase these 2 tools. When you purchase both upgrades or one of the upgrades, if you purchase both upgrades, it's going to look like this. The button goes away. So that's actually pretty cool. I like that. All right, so let's go test this tool out. So I went to campaigns over here. Here's the account that I used the other day to do my review. And then we can go over to the new campaign section, right? And now we have all the tools fully loaded. We have our keyword extraction tool. This is probably the most exciting tool with the keyword tool because it's going to basically build out your whole content plan for your website. And I think that's just a game changer as far as saving you time. And then we have the domain name finder. So we're gonna go ahead and go with domain name finder because that's probably what the next step would be after you did all your research. Now go watch the other video, the first review, if you want to see how to use all these tools. I don't think that we should do redo all of that. I think I should just show you the new features inside the tool today. So we're going to go and look at domain name finder. We're going to go and take a look. So let's go campaign name. I'm going to just type in Dallas, Texas domain names. The main niche is going to be, I'm going to type in Dallas plumbing, and then we have our post fix right here. So .com, and that one's already selected. Let's just go with .coms, enter the amount. So you can go and search up to 500 domains. Let's just go with 100 right here. And it says credit cost is free on this one. So that's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and create, and we will create another. So now we're going to go in and use the keyword combiner tool. So let's go over here and we will say Dallas again. And I'm just like to label what tool we're using. And then we have our keywords right over here. And then we have our prefix and our suffix. So what we would want to do is go and grab our keyword list first. So let's see. So type keyword combiner, combine keywords or add a prefix to them. So we can come over here. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to come back to campaigns. We've got these tools right here we want to take a look at. What we're going to go ahead and do is just start with the first one. So keyword cluster, we're going to go ahead and create a campaign for keyword cluster. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say, so Dallas plumbing, and that's basically the niche right here as well is going to be Dallas plumbing. And what this is going to do for us now, actually, so watching the tutorial right here, I think that we want to maybe take off the word right here, but you know what, I'm going to try. We can try it out with both, one after the other. So I'm going to do it the way that Chris shows in the tutorials, which is just going after a niche right here. So it's actually just going to be plumbing and plumber or whatever we want to do right there. Now here's the max cluster. You can actually choose all the way up to 20 different categories. Think of these as categories that you would build out your website for. So let's just stick with 5 because I don't want to, use all my credits and everything just to show a demo. But you can select, like right over here, let's just select 6. I'll change what the natural or default cluster is. And then this is how many max, basically like topics or ideas, or I would think of these as separate articles that you would create. So the max cluster would be your categories on your website. This is the way that my mind sees this. And then the max output would be how many articles per cluster, right? So right here, this would be 60 total articles, right? And so if we want to come over here and grab like 20 right over here, let's just go with 15 right here. And then what we'll do is just create. So we're going to create that one. And we're going to go back over to campaigns. We have our Dallas, Texas domain name. So let's go take a look at our domain names that we've already looked at. So you'd come over here and we would look at our results. So we have Dallas Plumbing Hub, plumbing, tall, Dallas Flow Masters. And so you could go and grab all these keywords right over here. And let's just say I'm just looking, every single one of these has the word, or actually you have mastery, your pipes. So what you would do over here is just go to the search bar and type in Dallas and say, we only want to look at keywords that have the word Dallas in it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to highlight all these keywords. We're going to copy all selected. So there's 50 that are copied. I'm wondering if we go over to page 2 that there's more as well. So now what I'm looking for is okay, so there's select all 100 right there. I was just wondering if we could select all that have Dallas in them. You could also just push the export button and do that as well. But let's just go and select all 100 of these. And then what you would do is you would copy the selected. And I like it just how easy it is with like the buttons. Everything is just so easy. And then what he recommends doing is coming over here and going name, cheap, bulk. search. So it's going to be a bulk domain search right here. So just use GoDaddy or use this right here, and actually just go up here to domains and then domain name search right here, bulk domain search right there. And it's actually wanting us to drop a CSV file. They're not allowing us to just paste in here anymore. So we'll just go right back to our tool and we will export this whole thing as a CSV. So we're going to just select the export. We have our exported list. And then this is what it's going to look like. So we have our list of domains right there. Now, I'm not sure if the format right now that it's in with all these other columns, I'm not sure if it's going to be smart enough to look for that. What we're going to do is literally, I think I'm just going to go ahead and remove all of this and just push delete. I'm going to go to ID and delete that as well. And so we're going to highlight over here and you can see that we have 100 right there. So I'm going to go ahead and push save on this. And then I'm going to close this and then we're going to go back over to the domain search and we're going to upload that CSV file, which is right here, open, and then we'll import that. And now it was able to grab all 100 of those right there. And then what we can do is we're not going to show premium domains and then we're just going to go ahead and leave. And then let's see, append. I wanted to see if we could search for just popular. I wanted to look at just CSV. All right, I'm not going to select any settings right here because we're actually directly looking for .coms right there. So, and then we'll just go and push. Okay, so you do have to select the TLDs. Then I'm going to go ahead and push generate right here. So it's going to go and work on that for us real quick. Okay, so it's running for us now. That part was a little bit tricky. What I ended up doing was it kept telling me I had too many things selected. I did follow exactly what Chris was showing to do, but it didn't work for me. But what I ended up doing was just coming over here and doing the drop down to popular and selecting only comms, and then I was able to generate. So untick show premiums. So go to popular right here because it makes you select a TLD, right? But you don't want to select too many because it's too much for the system. But we're only looking for .coms, so I actually had to select it right there. So I also didn't see a way that I was able to paste these in the tutorial. So they might have just changed that within the last week. But nonetheless, we can come down here and we can actually start looking at, this one's not available, but then this one looks like it is available. So Dallas Plumbing Hub, Plumbing to all Dallas, Dallas Flow Masters. Look at all these domains. The plumbingdallas.com, pipeservicedallas.com. I mean, there's just so many. This is great because the keyword tool found all these domains for us. Now we can use the power of Namecheap or GoDaddy's bulk name search. And then I would have liked to see this somehow. I'm sure there's no API or they would have built this into the tool. There's just no API for this. And when I've tried to do this with like Perplexity and ChatGPT using live search and using GPTs and so forth, and it just isn't accurate and it doesn't work and it takes forever. So this really is the best way to do this, is to just use the systems, on the platforms that they're good at. So there's most of the domains are actually available, which is super, super cool. And really the biggest thing is you just want Dallas Plumbing in your domain name and you have a chance to rank for all those keywords. Okay. So perfect. So we'll come back. So that's how that keyword tool works. Let's go back to campaigns and let's go and look at the cluster keywords, right? Right there. It says 89 out of 90. So maybe it just didn't find one. Maybe there was actually one that it just wasn't able to pull in, but let's go and take a look at it. So now we can go and take a look at what we have right over here. So we have tools, materials, systems, repairs, fixtures, and emergency. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 categories on our site that we chose, right? And these all make sense. All the different tools you can use for plumbing, all the different materials right over here. And you can see all of the different materials, brass fittings, galvanized pipe, elbow joint, T-joint, all that stuff. Then you can go over here into systems right over here, and you have all these keywords that are already done for us. Hot water system, cold water system. So these are all system type keywords. And so you can see how it very much did a great job with clustering our keywords and then automatically putting them into categories. And I would say that this is probably my favorite, is going to be my favorite keyword upgrade is just being able to map out your site like this is really huge, because we can come over here and we can create the key. So let's just say we wanted to go over here to repairs and we're building out our site. So we can go over here, we can select repairs. We could actually select all of these right here, and we could go in and generate content for all of these keywords right here, which is super cool. Don't worry, we're going to get to the generate content in a minute. Let's go ahead and actually just for fun, we are under repairs, and let's just say we want to grab 2 of those and write content for those. So let's just generate the content right here. Now, when you click the generate content button, it is going to take 5 credits per article, just so you guys know. So it takes a little bit of credits as well to operate, but not too bad. And then we can go over here, content type, articles for local places, articles for local services. What did we choose over there? We were choosing, I would say it was articles for services right here. We have our leak detect. Now here's where we can select our GPT-4o mini. So that looks like that's the only one that we can use right now. I would love to see them allow us to use whatever we want, because this is connected to our open AI. We're bringing our own key, so we should be able to use any model that we want. So I really would love for them to add that in. I'm just not seeing the ability to do that. You know, when you drop down, I'm taking it. That's the only one available right now. We have our tone of voice right over here. Let's just go with, professional. They have this AI persona, so we can go and actually, depending on what you're going after and what your site is, but let's go with Colson Whitehead. It's a professional right here. So we'll just go with that. Embed Google Map for leak detection, clog removal. Let's just do that so I can show you what that looks like. And then total numbers of posts. This is the most important part right here. If you have 2 keywords up here, just come up here and see you have 2 keywords. You're going to want to make sure that you change this to 2. If you leave that at 1, it's just going to create this 1 article right there. Okay, so very important right there. So then what we're going to do is we will just create those articles now. Super, super simple. I mean, it just doesn't get any more simple than that. Super cool. All right, so we'll go over to new campaigns now and see if there's anything else we haven't done. So we have our keyword combiner and we have our keyword sorter. Okay, so combine keywords or add a prefix. So let's see. I think I need to go into campaigns and grab some keywords. So let's go into like Dallas, Texas, or local place attractions. Let's just go into plumbing right here. We have a bunch of keywords for plumbing right over here. And then what we could do is just say, let's just say we had all these keywords, for example. We have 150 keywords, or we have 50 keywords selected. We can copy them. We can select the keyword combiner tool. So I'm going to select the keyword combiner tool. It's going to take us over to the keyword combiner tool for us. And then right here, I would just say a dash combiner. I like to, label it what tool I used. So I have all these keywords right here. Now, mind you, you could copy and paste from another tool if you wanted to, and just use the tool for what it is, because this is a tool, right? So you could actually get these keywords from anywhere else if you wanted to as well. And now what we can do is we can go in here and just say right here, we can say Dallas, Texas. And so that's what I would want. You could put Dallas, Texas in the front, but I would probably recommend putting it in the back right here, like Dallas, Texas right there. And then we'll say create. So now we're using the keyword combiner tool, and then we can go back over here to campaigns, new campaign. And was there anything else that we haven't used? So the keyword sorter tool. So it's going to be from a list of keywords. I might have to go in and grab some keywords. And then you can go and basically, so let's go and just try that for fun so I can show you all of it. So let's go back into that same one. So we have plumbing keywords over here. And then let's just say we want to select, and then I'm going to select all 150, and I'm going to copy all of them. And then what we can do is you could technically, if you wanted to, you could write articles on every single one of those and have them all loaded up, which is crazy. But what we can do is now go back over to campaigns and go to new campaign, and then go into the keyword sorter tool. We can paste in all those keywords right here. Doesn't seem to have a limit. It's able to handle a lot of keywords, so that's cool. Let's come back up over here, and we're just going to say plumbing, and then I'm going to say sorter. So we're using the sorting tool. And let's just say what we're looking for right here is maybe we're looking for only keywords that have the word pump or filter in them. So must include keywords. So right here, we want to look at pump. We want to look at filter. We want to look at inspection. So inspection, and let's just say clean. Anything with the word clean in it. So then you could exclude, you can go minimum, maximum. So if you only want to look at keywords that have like 7 words or more, or 7 characters or more, that's really cool. Cool feature that could be useful for some. Only show keywords with a number. And so I just want to leave that. You can also sort by A to Z right there as well. So that is kind of, it's just a nice little tool. I could see it mostly being used for like trying to just sort your keywords like that. But if you have a large list of keywords, 1,000, couple thousand, and let's say it's a sloppy keyword list and it has a bunch of numbers at the beginning and all that stuff, I could really see how you would want to say remove anything with numbers. We could also do that. So let's go ahead and check mark that as well, and then we'll say create. So now let's go look at some of the things that we've had created. We have our AI content right over here. Let's go click on that. And then we can come down and look at our articles that were created. So here's our articles. We have 1,200 words, 1,250 words here. And you can see that it was created. Now there's 3 little dots over here. We can actually view the article. We can look at the campaign. We can download as text, download as HTML. So we can throw it onto our site really easily, copy as HTML and copy as text. So those are your options. And then of course you can just go and click on this, and it should open it up, and we'll be able to look at the understanding types of clogs before delving into clog removal techniques. It's important to identify the common types of clogs you might encounter. So very short 2-sentence introduction. We get right into it. Food clogs, hair clogs, toiletry clogs. So the AI absolutely understands what we are writing about. Now, if I know Chris, he's going to be really good at the prompt engineering side of this. He's built and made a lot of money from niche websites throughout the years. And so his prompting, another thing that you're paying for with this software is he came up with the way to prompt OpenAI. A lot of you say, well, this is, why would I need the software? I can just go straight to ChatGPT. Absolutely. Go do that. And the tool isn't for you. If that is your first initial reaction with a tool like this, then absolutely, this tool is not for you. This is for people that want efficiency and want a tool that's built that does everything simply and perfectly, that we don't have to come up with the prompts. We don't have to go and manage all that with multiple chats and all that stuff inside of those large language models. Now, if you are a prompt master, then by all means, yes, use those tools to their highest abilities. Come up with your own prompts, and I'm happy that you're able to do that. That's great. This tool satisfies even someone like me. I would consider myself above average on prompt engineering, but this tool is still attractive to even people like me because it just handles everything very fast, and it's built from the ground up specifically for local marketing. So if that makes sense. Okay. So, and you can just see by the writing over here, you're not going to get a 1,200 word article. If you go and you prompt Claude or you prompt ChatGPT, I don't care what prompt you have, you're not going to get a 1,200 word local SEO article that's SEO optimized. You're not going to pull that off. You're going to have to prompt it several times. You're going to have to copy and paste and combine, and that's just the way it works. So again, that is why the writing is really good. Then we even have some breakouts right here where there is numbered lists, plunger technique, draining snake technique, really cool stuff right over here. This could be very helpful to someone that actually lands on your page and is reading about this. And then a conclusion, and then there's a map right over here I don't think we needed a map on this one because it's just clog removal. So we don't have clog removal Dallas. And so we would just get rid of the map right there. But that's what the article looks like. Let's go back over here to content. And we'll take a look at what the other one looks like as well. And we have right over here, so you can rely on an expert leak detection services in your area. There's variation built into this. Still, I would consider this a short intro, but you can see it's 4 or 5 sentences long. I would say it probably isn't going to go much longer than that on the articles. And then you just jump right into the content. It's nice and structured. Chris clearly understands that you don't want large sentences or paragraphs. I mean, look at these. These are 2-sentence paragraphs right here. here, 2-sentence paragraphs. This is built for mobile, so it'll be easy on the eyes, easy for people to read, and so forth. So then you even have tables right here. So you have a nice table right here, average cost, basically leak inspection 1 to 300. So very useful article. The more I'm looking at this, a lot of people would probably write off the AI content writer. This is exactly what you want when you're building out these sites like this. I would say you probably want to work in depending on how you want to build your site, but you might want to work in, before you create the article, you might want to, expert leak detection services in Dallas, Texas, or something like that, right? In the specific area. So then the article will be catered to that. But so far, very impressed with the content. Now you might be wondering, hey, there's no images, and I'm sure that's by design. We could add in images, but if we're using OpenAI, the images probably wouldn't be that great. And so that would be something that would be kind of cool to add in another feature from a really good AI image creation tool where we could select, hey, we want 1 or 3 images per article and stuff. I think that would be pretty cool, but these are local SEOs, so you're not going to want to go real heavy on images. And so what I would do is I would just grab this article, go prompt and say, hey, write a couple AI prompts for me for this article, boom, and then you can go and get some, or literally just take the title and then go and get a couple images, a featured image and so forth. So it doesn't appear that we have images available for this though. I want to click the edit button just to see what that looks like. So we could come in here and you have a full-blown editor. You can come in here and you can actually, add images. Let's see if is there an image button. There is the 3 dots that brings us down, and we could go over here and we could use image source. We can upload an image and so forth. So there is a full editor right over here, but you have to provide the URL of the image or upload it yourself right over here. But pretty cool stuff. All right, so let's go back over to campaigns. Take a look and see if there's anything else I haven't shown you. So we had the keyword combiner. Let's go and take a look at the keyword combiner. So this is the keywords we started off with, and then this is what we're going to end up having. Look, leak detection Dallas. So we have over here leak detection. So this is what the keyword list looks like. Then we come through here and you can see leak detection Dallas, pipe repair Dallas. So what you would be able to do is just go leak detection Dallas, and then we can go and generate content for that. And then look at the click of a button, we can come through here and we have 1 article right here. We can actually choose, let's say, first person, and see how it does with that. We're going to go with this one, and then we're going to go with friendly is fine, and then we'll select an option right here like that, and then we will create that article. Oh, okay, so services right there, boom. And we can go like that, leak name, leak detection Dallas, because it was 1 article. Cool. I like how it automatically filled out the campaign name for us right there. So we are writing another article. So that's impressive. Like, that's how fast and easy it is to just select something and say, write content. Within like 5 seconds, you fill out a couple of things, boom, we have content writing in the background. So very fast. This is built for speed. It's built for very fast operation. So I showed you the combiner. We have our sorter right here. Did I show you the sorting tool right here? So let's go in here and look at the sorting tool. I believe that we already did that. No, here's the sorting tool. So we selected, so it took the 150 keywords we have right here, and it found however many. So we'll select all, and it found 16 records, right? It'll tell us, where is it? Pump, filter, inspection, and clean. So pump inspection and pump installation. So there's pump, and then we're looking at, is there anything that had clean in it? No. So it found all the keywords in that giant keyword list of 150, and it found the 16 keywords that had the criteria that we were looking for. You can also go and highlight these as favorites right here. And then anytime you're in the tool, you can come over here and you can just say, hey, I want to look at my favorites right here. And then you can see your favorite keywords right there. So super cool. Let's go back to campaigns. And I believe I've shown you everything inside the tool. I'm just going to go back to campaigns here, and then we'll look at those last couple of articles, that last article that we wrote real quick, and see what we've got here. So we got a 1,400 word article. Again, you're not going to be able to pull that off yourself. You're going to have to do some copying and pasting and prompting and saying continue and all that stuff. So that is also the engine behind of why you would use a tool like this. That's why you're using 5 credits per article, because there is something happening. This is a software that someone went out and built that will hopefully save you time. So you have this right over here, leak detection right there. It's going to have a lot of that in it. And you can just see a nice flow, short paragraphs, a lot of bullet points and tables, concise conclusion and introduction. Content looks great. So that is it, guys. So that is, we can go take a look at a dashboard right over here, and we can go and see the campaigns, how many campaigns we've ran, how many content types, how are you using the tool the most? That's kind of cool. Keyword research and campaigns right there. And then what we can do is, let me go and see if I can log into my OpenAI just to see what all this costed us. Okay, perfect. So you can see there's GPT-4o mini. You can select our model and stuff as well, but that's the only one we've used right now. So you can see February. You can't see the top of my screen, but it is February 5th, and you can see that by right over here. February 5th, we did use about maybe 8,000 tokens. We used 8,500 tokens right over here in our OpenAI usage. And you can see right over here, the requests made and so forth. And then what we can do is go into cost, what you're really going to be the most interested in. And you can see right over here, we hover over here, we used less than 1 penny. It was less than 1 cent that we used all of that information, although that content we wrote how many, 5 or 6 1,300 word articles, and we used less than 1 penny. I'm going to refresh one more time. That's just, I can't believe that it cost a penny for us. That's it. It didn't even cost us 1 cent to create all those articles. So this is going to be a super ridiculously cheap way to create content using this tool for local SEO. You could actually go out there. The way that I could kind of see using this tool, LocalWise, is go out there and find some markets and create full-fledged websites about, plumbing and different, electricians and, garage door repair and, just, do the drill, find all those, and then go out and build a full-fledged website. And then you could approach people. You could approach businesses and say, hey, you don't have a website. You could go and find businesses that are operating with no website in that niche market and in that location. And you could go and say, hey, we've already got our site. It's ranking. It's already getting traffic. Now we can actually rent this out to you. And that's basically what rank and rent is, right? And you could actually go and you would apply all of the call to actions, and lead generation would go to that company. And then because this is so easy to build out, you could do it. I wouldn't go any lower than $500 a month, but you could approach businesses for $500 a month, $1,000 a month, $5,000 a month, depending on the niche, how much traffic you're getting on the site, how many rankings you have, and what the cost per customer actually is. So high dollar stuff, obviously you're going to charge more. For those niches or categories that they kind of really have thin margins and so forth, you might want to go on the lower end, $500 to $1,000, but go and build that up like a $10,000 business, right? And you charge $1,000 per month. You just need 10 clients, right? If you only charge $500 a month, you only need 20 clients. 20 sales, that's it. On a monthly retainer, you could be making 10K a month with this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this in-depth review, extended review of all the add-ons for LocalWise. What do you guys think? Let me know below if you'll be picking this up. Does this solve problems for you? I think that this is the ultimate SEO tool. And I think that it's just built for speed. It's very low cost to operate. And I just really like the model, this lifetime deal model. And Chris has built the vehicle or the engine for us to be able to use this software. And then we just bring our own key, and you can see it doesn't really cost any money. If you're going to use this full blown all month long, then yeah, you're going to spend a little bit of money, probably spend 10, 20, $30, but it's not going to be very much. And so overall, this just gets if I had to give it a grade, I don't know what I could say that it doesn't have. The only thing that it doesn't have that it would be really killer, but again, it would end up being a monthly paid tool. And you have to understand the distinction between the way that tools are built. But the only thing that I would love to see, and it would even be a game changer for the tool in itself, would be that when we go and do keyword research, like right over here, the keyword research, all these, and then let's say we want to do the combiner and we add Texas in here and stuff, where we could do some type of, keyword difficulty, organic keyword difficulty, where it takes into account the backlinks, takes into account the top 10 ranking sites, builds in some type of keyword difficulty from an SEO standpoint would be huge, right? That's the only thing that I think that it's missing that would be amazing. But again, I don't know how they would do that and keep it a lifetime deal. They were very smart, and I can appreciate things like that, where they built a nice, clean tool, very fast and it does a lot of really great things. And then they're giving away a lifetime deal, right? So they're not going to make any more money other than the first time that someone buys something from them. And so when you add in fancy features like that, which is going to have massive API calls and so forth, you can't have a lifetime deal. And I hope that you guys kind of understand that kind of distinction. But again, in order to be the ultimate local SEO, tool, it would need to have some type of keyword difficulty, in my opinion, and then also search volume, right? But then that would turn into your traditional keyword tools. Again, he made it easy. You can just go over here and use the Google Trends for the keywords to see if people are searching for them or not. You can also click the Google button and you can have a free extension added on to your that would help you analyze the top 10, right? So you can do those things. And generally speaking, when you're in local SEO like this, you probably go and look at that stuff manually anyways, and you don't just rely on tools. So again, I think that Chris did the smart thing by not adding in those features, not making this heavy tool, and that he has to charge us a lot more for. So overall, I would say I would give this at least a 4.5 out of 5 or higher. What do you guys think? This is super clean. There was no bugs in the software. Everything just works. It's super fast. I mean, it's got to be at least a 4.5. I'd probably give this a 4.8, to be honest with you, because there's just nothing that it didn't have any flaws. It creates the content well. I don't see any other local SEO tools be able to create the content like that, structured long form content, and then image options. But again, then you're turning it into a paid tool. And so they shaved off all the things that would make this a very expensive tool, but then they kept all the things and made it very smartly. So I'm going to go with my final grade. Honestly, it's a 4.8. What do you guys think below? Thanks for tuning in for this long, extended review. Link below if you want us to help support the channel. And if this video brought value to you and you end up wanting to purchase this, I'm not giving any bonuses out or anything like that for purchasing for the link. I figure that me going out and spending my own money to upgrade the software to get this review out to you guys because you guys wanted it, and that this ended up being a 30 or 40 minute extended review. I feel like that's the bonus, and I know that you guys would agree with that. So I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.